Smash. The rowdy, block-obliterating demon. It's a hardy beast in close quarters, but doesn't actually have a problem with backing up either. You've got a good amount to talk about with this guy, and I had fun digging into it for sure. Smash is the main style that introduces a mostly infighting form of play without completely shutting off your options. If you're very new to Smash, you'll probably see quickly that its block damage and chip damage are seriously good. Smash excels at cutting down defenses and getting to a person in just a string or two. You can cut people to pieces with good maneuvering through just your light swings. This style's main gimmick, as said in its main description, is the Smash Punch, a giant death swing that comes up like an uppercut and a hook combined. In a gameplay standpoint, this swing is very slow, but does atrocious block damage if landed on said block. It also obviously is just a good heavy swing, so landing it out of a PD is a solid form of punishing. However, Smash majorly suffers from one of the main drawbacks of UBG styles. Both its light and heavy swings are majorly slow, which can make properly landing hits tough. This is Smash's biggest downside though, it's otherwise actually got a lot going for it. In a more neutral state of play, Smash has solid range on its light swings, which can make for good whiff punishing. If someone performs a wild swing while being out of their actual reach, you have a high chance of hitting back if you're aware of your own reach. Smash can perform this with solid consistency and actually gives it some solid options while not directly in an opponent's face. This is a good fallback to rely on if you find that your infighting game isn't going how you want it to. Since your swings are rough in terms of their speed, your mixed-up game and general skill level will have to be at a higher level to get things going. Landing a string will always bear very high results for you considering your chip damage, but you have to actually be able to capitalize on that or you won't get anywhere. Since your Smash Punch is so slow and choreographed, you might find yourself fainting or generally using M1s often. This isn't a bad thing, but be sure to use that punch out of a perfect dodge to keep your damage output where it needs to be. In terms of a mix-up, Smash is also capable of a 1-2 tap, but it isn't nearly as consistent as it is with other styles and likely won't bear fruit after 1 or 2 attempts. This can get frustrating, but keep a level head. Continuing to play Smash might reveal a special way to use this punch that you could discover yourself. For example, you can sometimes throw a Smash Punch twice in a row to ruin a pattern an enemy might have thought you had, which can be a great startup into some nice damage. I've personally had moments where I've wiped an entire stock just by landing my M2 on a guard and just winning the next punch trade. Smash is like a train. Once it gets going, it's really hard to stop it. Like we touched on before, Smash is most known for its great advantages in close range, but it doesn't completely take away the option of backdashing or general spacing. When in close quarters though, Smash has a solid block and can almost always hold its ground against heavy infighting players or styles. Much like the character this style originates from, Takeshi Sendo, Smash has a particular affinity for being able to clash with up-close fighters without struggling to handle it. If you get carried away though, you might find yourself falling apart as your slow light swings fail you. If this starts happening often, that's when it's best to retreat and rethink your game plan. If you can't beat them in an inches apart face-off, Smash is really good at adapting to other forms of play. Though outboxing styles like Ghost or Bullet might make turning the tides like that tricky, it's always smart to keep your options open and your reflexes sharp. As you'd expect for an infighter, Smash doesn't deal any bonus counter damage, but getting counters off is often what leads into Smash's biggest turnaround moments in a match. Since Smash gets so much off of its punches, keeping strings going through these coordinated counters might spell disaster for anyone who dares to try and fight you off. No styles are entirely capable of fully making Smash's block fall away after a string, so even if you do mess up, you'll likely be okay. It's when players panic and try to swing without any care in the world that Smash falls into its worst state. Having the swings it does typically makes it less used in high-ranked gameplay, but it's still certainly seen due to its decent mix-up and options. Another particular note, since I briefly discussed it before, is that the Smash Punch landing on a block is absolutely horrid for an opponent to deal with. As an example for just how terrifying it is, Turtle's block shatters in just 3 Smash Punches landed consecutively. For the best block in the game, you can imagine how devastating that is on any other style. Landing this punch on a scared player is only a benefit for you, as long as you can get something going out of it. Blindly swinging with Smash won't work and hasn't since its release. A big thing about Smash is that its anti-heal is also a bit poor. I guess it could always be worse, but this is a major part of why Smash can be very inconsistent. Failing to land more follow-up punches after a string can be a struggle at times. With your base punch damage at an average amount, you won't get as much as you want to off of someone with a low block. The consequences of Smash can start to stack up if you fight someone who knows how to dodge, as you'll find yourself never dealing the damage you think you did and you'll fall behind really rapidly. This doesn't mean you should freak out though. Landing that one perfect dodge into a Smash Punch can be all you need to get back on your feet. No boxing pun intended. Overall, Smash is a scary style in the ring if you know what you're doing with it. It's not a style you can start playing and just win with right off the bat. you're going to need to figure out your range, swing speeds, and strengths before it yields results. From a certain standpoint, this could instantly mark a style as quote-unquote bad, but Smash's advantages have the potential to outweigh its downsides if you don't crumble under pressure and don't throw that Smash punch at stupid times. If you ever bump into a high-ranked Smash player, do not underestimate them. Every Smash player often develops a different strategy to bear fruit, and you've got to be on your toes both as and against it. With this beautiful guide now complete by myself, Dave Pyramid, I'm sure you'll be ferocious within days. I'll catch you all on the flip side, and I hope you learned something. Catch you later!